Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of r/Entitled People. In today's episode, entitled prospective land buyer wants owner to carry mortgage. No, I want a new $5 bill. When my brother wants to buy a new car and park it on my lawn. Before we get started, make sure to subscribe so you will never miss a video. So let's get started. Entitled prospective land buyer wants owner to carry mortgage. My husband is selling some property he owns. His realtor called with the news that there was a prospective buyer, and then I heard them laughing and giggling. The realtor was loud, so I could hear some parts of the conversation. After the call ended, my husband told me what they were laughing at. It seems the prospective buyer wanted him to carry the mortgage for 10 years, among other demands, and a really low offer. LOL. Even the realtor was laughing, but I guess realtor was obligated to present offers. I had an offer on a home I was selling where they wanted to include my cute little boat and both cars in my driveway. And all the curtains for a lowball price. I get the boat and cars, but what's with the curtains? Do you take them with you? That's not normal in my country. We tried to buy a house once and submitted an reasonable offer below the asking price as we researched the area, and it was overpriced. The owners had never sold a house before and thought they were sitting on a gold mine. They actually said to us during the viewing that they were doing us a favor by selling to us. It was declined and we didn't go back. We saw the estate agent months later and he said he regretted going into contact with these people and couldn't wait for the contract to end because from the beginning they ignored the contract, demanded extra services for free and wouldn't listen when he advised the price was too high for the area. They wanted him to pay for someone to clean the house and tend the overgrown garden for every viewing, even though he charged a flat rate to advertise and be in liaison only. No, I want a new $5 bill. I work at Wendy's and I work at the back drive-thru. I was given an old $5 bill. It was from the 80s to the late 90s, so I put it in my drawer. A little while later I hear a lady screaming. No, I want a new one. I walk up and ask my manager, what was going on? She told me that you should be fired because you gave her an old $5 bill. Me, so what did you say? I told her that the bill you gave her was just fine. Then she said, oh, this is an old one and store won't accept this as ****. We went back and forth for 5 minutes until she screamed oh, I'd want a new one. And I told her you might as well leave because I'm not giving you another $5 bill, and she drove off in a huff. This is pretty much dumbest person I've ever come across in a long time. A boss who didn't cave to unreasonable demand. Might be a Reddit first. The other option is $5 in 1-cent pieces. Watch her choke on that. Or 5 $1 bills from the 1970s. Ugh, I remember once I was opening for a fast food store. A woman had given me the right money to be able to get a $5 note in change. I gave her it in coins and she complained that I should have given her a note. I told her that I didn't have any $5 notes in the till and that's why I had given her the coins. She had wanted it for a birthday card. Don't expect fast food stores to act as banks. When my brother wants to buy a new car and park it on my lawn. Background, my name is on the deed, his isn't. He pays me rent. He wants to buy a second car. He has an old beat-up 2-seat Prius. He wants to buy a Honda Accord. But he wants to keep the beat-up Prius because it's paid off, and if you have a second car then you'll have one to drive if your first one breaks down. I said that's what rentals and insurance are for. He replied that because I didn't grow up poor like him I don't understand, and everyone he knows in his age group has 2 cars. I said I could understand if it was like a truck that you can actually use for an additional purpose. He responded he would get a truck if he could afford one. He can, he's just too cheap to pay that much. I asked him where he would park it and he said, under the tree. I replied, where I mow? He said I'll move it and I'll drive both cars. He also said that having 2 cars means having one to play with, aka trick out, and one to use. I countered that we have a gravel driveway and no garage, where is he going to work on it? He responded, that's not the point, you just don't get it. I was so close to saying you rent here and have 1 parking spot. If you want another car, find someone else's property to park it on. But I didn't really want to start that fight. Hopefully he will be evicted soon. You rent here and have 1 parking spot. That's reasonable. There's nothing there to fight about. Nope, not discussing it. 1 parking spot. If you want him evicted, this might be the excuse you need. He can rent a storage unit for his car. Or a garage. Or park on the street somewhere. Warn him ahead of time that he is not to take your parking space and is not to park on the lawn, and if he does it anyway, you will tow his car. Hopefully he'll be evicted soon? Your name is on the deed, but you hope he'll be out? Why don't you know this already? If you made it to the end of the video, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share, and we will see you in the next video.